Well, good evening and good morning to all, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Today, I will be taking the test. Will I pass? What kind of test is it? I guess we'll find out together. I've heard about this game. It's not something I've tried before. You know, I've tried those online psychological tests or quizzes, and this is something different from what I've heard. I'm really excited to find out what it's about. I don't know if it'll be difficult. I don't know what the consequences or the outcomes will be. And I'm really excited to find out. So we'll get into this test together. Oh, hello. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Okay? Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. I see. We all want to be good people, quote unquote. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? These are very deep questions so far, and we haven't even started a test. Or have we? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. My future? You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Okay, so it's all about my mind, the future, honesty, answers, questions. I have many questions. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on their circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I see. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I guess we're jumping right into the first question. I think I have a fairly good idea of what to expect here. So they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. If I don't really know the circumstances, I can make up my own. This has to be a yes or no answer though. Okay, we'll start. Would you be alright with living alone forever? And remember, this is my answers, and I'm trying to answer these as honestly as possible. 100% honesty as they have required me. This little mustached, pink tinted glasses wearing elf or whatever he is. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Yes. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? Big spiders, yes. Smaller spiders? I guess like the size of a pea or smaller? No. There is some truth in there that I am afraid of spiders, so I'm going to answer yes. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Unscathed. But I would be in pain, because molten lava is very hot. Very, very hot. But I would be unscathed. It would be a pretty cool thing to have to do. But to have to do it, I wouldn't really want to. No. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Yes. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Yeah, I do. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Frozen in time? Frozen in space? If I'm just frozen in one spot? I'm gonna take it as in Fallout 4, you're put into a cryo and you're frozen for however many long of years to come, and then you're unfrozen again sometime in the future. In my mind, I think I would, but temporarily, it's only temporary. Yes. Would I have I ever wished? That's a good question. That's the question here. Have you ever wished? Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? I suppose so, yes. This is all very interesting. Thank you. I'm glad that you find this very interesting. Trying to answer these as honestly as possible. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No. Oh, there's a hidden agenda in this, is it? Does that make you uncomfortable? A little bit, yeah. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No, I'm not. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Not really, no. Have you ever been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes, I am trying to. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering these questions dishonestly? Slightly. Like, I want to get the most accurate outcome, I suppose. But am I afraid of the consequences? No. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering this honestly? Again, no. I'm just thinking like maybe it won't come out with the most accurate outcome for myself if I don't answer them honestly. So that's the only There could be. Well, now I'm kind of aware. Well, no. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Not really, no. It hasn't really taken a strange turn thus far. It's pretty mellow. Would you consider yourself captivated? Yes, I am. I'm captivated by this game so far. Very interesting. Thank you. I also find this quite interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Above average? Just above, I suppose. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, not since you mentioned the last one. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? No. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Not yet, but now that you mention it, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Yes. Do most humans annoy you? No, actually no. Do you prefer animals to people? No. Do you believe in magic? No. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes. Do you fear death? Do I fear death? I know eventually I am going to die. Do I fear that I know that I'm going to die? No. I think it's relatively a unanimous experience that we will all experience, unfortunately. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Are you alone? Am I? Well, you're here, little elf man. But yes, I am. Are you sure? I did take a 360 look around where I am. Yes, I'm 100% sure. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Yeah, no. With utmost certainty, so he's certain that someone is watching me. Would you believe me? Would I believe this little elf man? No. Have you wondered who I am? Yes, I have. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No, not thus far. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Do you drink water every day? Yes. Do you eat at least once per day? Every day? Yes. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages thus far? No, I was not looking for any hidden messages. Do you realize that you just missed another one? Again, no. The last question that you asked me was, do you realize that I just missed 7 hidden messages? That's the 8th, I suppose. Are you wondering what they were? No. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? To be honest, no. Is your favorite number 7? No. Oh, I see. 7. The lucky number 7. Most people would say that, maybe the number 7 is their lucky number, but for me, unfortunately, it is not. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Well, now I do. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? I do. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes, I do. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No, I do not. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? No, I do not like underwater adventures, especially in the dark. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? Oh, no, but the last question did start with the letter U, underwater. But I did not realize that, so no. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Do you have any addictions? I'm addicted to my phone. I'm addicted to sleeping late. I'm not addicted to any narcotics or vices such as smoking, but I guess being a social media fan, well, not fan, but user, I suppose, could be considered as an addiction. So, yes. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I used to dislike it very much, but now I don't. Does the color grey seem depressing? No, kind of like grey. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you like to dance? Yeah, I do. Would you consider yourself normal? Normal as in average. Normal as in not abnormal? I suppose I am quite normal. I'm quite vanilla. Quite basic. In most ways. Do you love your parents? Yes. Have you ever been lied to? Yes, I think we all have. Do you get angry often? No, I don't. Do you hold grudges? That I do. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever lied? Yes. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? I love both. It's very hard for me to choose one over the other. I love trees. I love the scenery, the greenery, and all the seasons. And same with flowers. I love their scent. I love their aesthetic. But do I think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Yeah, I suppose so. Flowers are more aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. They come in all sorts of colors. You can keep them inside your house. Yeah. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? No. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? I don't think so. No. Do you dream often? Yeah, I do. Do you have nightmares often? No, maybe like in a month I'd get maybe 1 or 2. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. Do you suffer from depression? No. Do you exercise often and stay active? No. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? No. Have you ever felt betrayed? I've felt betrayed in a way, like in game. Someone stabs you in the back. If you're playing, say, a team deathmatch or something. Or Among Us. Among Us is a good one. When you think someone is something that they're not. Yeah, sure. Do you ever feel lost in life? No. Not lately, anyway. No. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? Natural? Sure, yeah. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Sure, yes. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Not in a way that is, very physical or aggressive. More like emotional torture. I can think of an example. It's like when I want someone, like a close friend or someone I've met, to watch something that I deeply have love for, like say a show or a movie, I will kind of almost go to the point where I'm like pushing them to go and watch this right now. because of my excitement, but not in any malicious intent, not with malicious intent. So I suppose in some ways that would be considered as bullying. So yes. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes, sure. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I guess so, yes. Do you find space fascinating? Very, I do. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No, I'm deeply not at all artistic. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I would try to always be a good friend, and I think that I'm very lucky to have really good friends as well that surround me. And I feel like they would also consider me as being a good friend to them. So, yes. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes, I believe every single person is flawed. Do you believe in perfection? No, not at all. Have you ever stolen from someone their heart? Have you ever stolen from someone physical, I guess like a shirt or something? Sure, yes. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? No. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Would that have consequences as in like the law, police, and would be after me? Or like the previous question where they were like, jump into molten lava but you're unscathed? So I'm going to go with the first one where I get caught by the police. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? No. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think I would tell them that I would have one more day to live. I think we would just be focusing on the fact that I have, a timer running out, and we won't be able to focus on what we could do. I'd love to just spend that whole time being with the people I love and doing things that I enjoy and remembering that moment as being something pleasant and not life-threatening, but it actually is. So no, I wouldn't tell anyone. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Not all of them, but yes. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No, elf man, I do not trust you and your burning fire behind you. Do you know who I am? No, I don't even know your name. I don't even know what I would call you. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? Yes. I would be like, oh my god, little elf man. Little tiny glasses. Big mustachio. Yes, I would. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Yes. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yeah. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? As a woman, but also as a person who works with people a lot, yes, I am prone to getting headaches. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Not always. Just when I'm trying to avoid eye contact with people I don't want to speak with. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? Yes, I actually would. Yeah. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Yes. So, shave my head is actually quite funny. I never liked cutting my hair. And I think just starting off with a clean slate, just go full on Mr. Muscle. I think that would be a really interesting experience for me to go through, but I've never done it. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yes. Do you trust your best friend entirely? I do, yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? No, only parts of it. Only experiences that are very memorable, meaning that they had quite an impact on my feelings, or like a memory of happiness. Well, yeah, feelings of happiness, feelings of sadness, loneliness. But in between, no. It's very muddy and very gray area that I can't really distinguish. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Yeah. Sure. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Oh my gosh, yes. This is one of my nightmare dreams, is I'm running in a forest. It's a dark, deep, dark, dense forest. And I know there's someone chasing after me. And who I picture is chasing after me is a slasher killer from one of those 90s movies. Say, Jason or Michael Myers. I think it was actually Michael Myers, but I think I've switched. I've had this dream at least 2 or 3 times in my whole life that I think I've flip-flopped with the killers. But yeah, so I'm running and I'm running through this dense forest. I can't see anything, and then I trip on some branch or something, and I can hear the killer running and panting and starting to get closer to me, and I crawl to the shed, and that's where I die, I think. Usually that's when I wake up. They stab me and then I die, or I wake up. I don't know what that means, but that's the dream, running from a killer. Yes. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? It's not always a cliff, but those falling dreams where you just like you suddenly just seize your whole body. Your body goes into seizure mode. Yeah, I have. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No, I don't think so. Never had. Not fully naked. I don't know if I answered that last question, honestly. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes, I do. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes, I do. Do you like being the center of attention? No, not always. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes, I have. I am obsessed with space. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Out-of-body experience... thinking like my soul going out, physically out of my body, or just I'm like meditating and my head or my thoughts drift into wherever out of my body. It's not within my control. My body's not within my control, and my thoughts are just floating away. I think so, yeah. Have you ever punched a nun? Unfortunately not, no. I did go to schools that were run by nuns, but I don't think I've ever punched them. Maybe bump into them, like if you're running down the hallway and they're like, nope, single file, be quiet. But ever punched a nun? No. Do you like dogs better than cats? I like them both equally. I think I've had more dogs than I have had cats. Actually, no. I've never owned my own cat. I've fostered cats. I actually have never owned my own dog as well. They were always just like, oh, they're your family's dog. So I haven't had either, but I like dogs. And I guess so, yeah. I really like corgis, and I like black or brown Labradors. I do like cats as well. I've fostered quite a few of them. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? No, I love to watch movies. It used to be the opposite when I was quite young. I used to read books and books and books, and now I watch movies on top of movies on top of movies. Are you still wondering why I asked if you've ever punched a nun? Not really, no. But it's an interesting question. I'm intrigued. Do you get starstruck easily? Yeah, I mean, like, I get excited if I see someone famous, especially if it's in person. Yeah, if that's the meaning of starstruck. Oh, do I have to Google the meaning of starstruck to answer this honestly? I'm gonna go with what I think it means. What I think it means. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yeah. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No, I love the eating part. I love the cake part and sharing it with everyone. I do love receiving presents, but I also love just hanging out with everyone. So no, not just receiving presents. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam! Right in the face. Nun punch! No, but I would like to now. Maybe that's the psychic thing that they're trying to get me to think, is that they want me to punch a nun. Did you laugh? I giggled. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? No. No, I didn't. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? Yes, kind of. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Yes. Because now I want to punch a nun. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Sure, yeah. Do you masturbate frequently? Frequently? No. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Sure. Yeah, sure. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? No. Is your mouth dry? No, I just drank some water there, but I have been talking a while, so need to rehydrate soon again. Nope. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? It does at times, but sometimes I also have a very profane mouth. No. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? Hell no. Are you poor with money management? No. I'm very good with money management. Do you enjoy solving... Oh, no. I'm not even going to finish that question. Do you speak more than one language fluently? Yes. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes. I am very fortunate to have had the chance to. Do you enjoy coffee? I do. Do you believe in demons? He's a demon. He's a devil. Do I believe in demons? No. Don't think so. Do you believe in angels? Do you believe in me? Do I believe in me? Yes, sure. Are you afraid of sharks? Yeah. Do you prefer baths over showers? No, I love showers. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Only if it's very, very strong and dense and lingers way too long in the air. But otherwise, no. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No. You're trying to scare me, huh, little elf man? No, no, no. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yes. Especially in work, or like... Actually, more than likely it's in work, yeah. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No. Do you ever hear footsteps around when you're alone? No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Nope. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? I mean, that's kind of a funny question because, like, I have an alarm clock and I look at my phone when I snooze it. So, I suppose I do, yes. because it's the same alarm clock every day. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? Unfortunately not. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. Jesus. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes, I would, definitely. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. No, thank you. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? I do. Yeah. Do you like fishing? No, not really. Do you like hunting? No. Never done either of those. Never done that either. Do you like camping? No. Do you like guns? No. Are you getting tired of answering these questions? No. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? Kinky? Kinky. No. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah. I love looking into people's eyes. Do you always keep your promises? I really do try to, yes. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Completely trust someone who's lied to me. Okay. Let's say this is a situation where this is one of those circumstance situation questions. I cooked something for myself, and someone had the nerve to go eat it without telling me. It would have been fine if they hadn't told me they would want to eat it, but they didn't, and they went behind my back. And then they lied when I asked them if they had been the one who had eaten my food. They lie straight to my face. And then I find out that they were actually the one who did the deed. Would I still completely trust them? Honestly, this is just about food. I mean, again, going back on the second chances thing, I guess this is one of those second chances. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Not completely. I would say no, 99%, even less. Are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I guess while being drunk, yeah, but day after, or feeling after, not so much. But yeah, I haven't really been drunk, but I've been tipsy. Do you like tattoos? Yeah, sure. Do you enjoy being high in any form? I've never been high in the narcotics form. I don't particularly like being high in height form, meaning on a skyscraper. I mean, if I'm in an airplane, I don't really mind, it's out of my control. Would I enjoy being on top of an airplane that's flying? No. That's my circumstance. Do you believe you have a soul? Yeah, sure. Did you cry this week? Did I cry this week? What day is today? Today's Monday, so no, I haven't yet. No, but if you asked me that last week. Are you upset with someone right now? I am upset with someone right now. Someone who was not able to go to sushi with me, to have sushi with me. I'm upset that we won't be able to have sushi for quite a long time again. So I'm upset at that someone right now. You know who you are. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Including myself? Including my family? I guess, yeah. not being completely honest with daily. You know, like, I guess, like, those websites that, need you to put your age in. I am over 18, but, I just put in whatever number after 2000 now. Because that's automatically an 18. I see your comment there. I said I was sorry. Okay. I wonder who it is. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Sure, yeah, like one of those websites. Do you understand how this works yet? Honestly, no. I don't understand, little elf man. Your fire is still burning behind you. A fucking burning bush. I have no idea what's that. Is that a metaphor? Anyway, if you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? I do. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? No, not really. Keep the questions coming. Keep them coming. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? I mean, some of this is quite manipulative, what you're asking me, and what the whole scenario with, planting in my head the number 7, planting the fact that I now want to punch a nun straight on in the face because you mentioned it multiple times. That is kind of planted for me, but also I am answering these questions as truthfully as I can, as honestly as possible, so that I could get the outcome that is most accurate for what I want to get out of this test. Would you believe that? I guess it's more... Yeah. Sure. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Dying with someone would be so scary too. Jesus, yeah. Would I be afraid of dying with someone at the same time? Or would I be afraid of just dying by myself? Cap? No way! Which one was the cap? Tell me. Are you afraid of dying alone? Am I afraid of dying alone? I guess so, yeah. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Damn. Unexpectedly murdered. I guess so, yeah. As a woman, I am afraid. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? No, but I'm always like, come at me, bro. But, I mean, not on guard, but I'm ready for anything. Well, not always, but, if I'm feeling sus about something, yeah. Yeah, sure. Do you feel like I know you yet? No, little elf man with a mustachio, you do not know me. Wait, is that like one of those plague masks that he's actually wearing? That mask. Is it the Black Plague? Do you feel like I know you yet? No. Forgot which question. Cool. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Around me? No, because I'm wearing really soundproof headset. But within the game itself, there are some pretty suspicious sounds. No. I think we have enough information about you. Oh, okay. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. Tell what? Tell me. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. I know you've been judging me. You've been judging me since I first got into this game. Tell me. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Give it to me. You've sure been through a hell of a lot in life. That is true. The life that you've managed to live and the things you've managed to experience would make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not go through what you've managed to go through. Okay? You are such a warrior. You are the embodiment of what it is to be strong. A lot stronger than you even realize. Okay? I'm listening. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times, whether it be on others or, more importantly, on yourself. Suspicious. I can't hear them. Literally, my headset is way too, it's so good that I can't hear anything but the music, suspicious music, and my talking. Anyway, the burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. Take some well-deserved time to yourself. You owe it to yourself, seriously. I like the last 2 sentences there. Take some well-deserved time to yourself. That's very great. I have the whole week off this week. You owe it to yourself, seriously. I agree. The first two sentences, the burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. Sometimes I do feel like they are, with how my job is, what my profession is. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. I don't 100% agree with that. Like, I'm quite laid back, quite chill, but you never know under that chillness is stress. So I guess in some ways you are correct. Anyway, we'll move on. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however, and that's your financial status. Are you saying I'm poor? You're not secure enough for your own liking. You are not where you want to be forever, and you know it. I mean, who really is happy with where they are financially? Except for those multi-billionaire, trillionaire, crypto-earning, moguls. I will never feel like that. Yeah, you're correct. Unless this is about that lottery question that I answered. Yes, I would like to win the lottery. You're just basing it on that one fact. Anyway. You've still got time. The end of the world is not even near, even though it may feel like it sometimes. Yep, it felt like it very many times the last 2 years. You've managed to get this far, and you can get a whole lot further with just a bit more effort, and it's up to you to push hard. Poverty, bitch. If there's anything you take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive, stay positive. Let your positivity become infectious. This is not what I want to hear. Okay. I've managed through this whole pandemic. I've managed to dodge being positive, meaning I've managed to stay away from becoming COVID positive, and this is just really funny for me to hear. Be positive, stay positive, and let your positivity become infectious. You must spread it around like the plague. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I hope this is not talking about Rona. Yeah. I am trying to stay positive in a way, in my feelings, in my mood, and in what I want others to feel, but not in the COVID test way. Just a good kind of plague. That's all. Is there a good kind of plague? That's my question. Is there a good kind? Or is this all? This is all. Oh, my secret word is greed. Cool. This is all a simulation. Or is this all a simulation? Your secret word is greed. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Cool. Cool. I think that's the game, lads. That's the test. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Okay. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. It's not such a secret now. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, blah, 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 we appreciate it. Cool. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they have been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Well, that was the first part of the test. This comes in three games, so this is the first one. So my secret word is greed. I will take a note of that. I wonder what you guys think about this game. I really recommend it. It was pretty fun. It was pretty entertaining. It was also insightful. So, greed. Okay. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And thank you for watching.